Well, hello there, sports fans. Welcome back to my channel. What in the world is Wayne doing today? Well, today I'm going to introduce you to my new motorcycle. For those of you who have followed my channel, you know that I was a Triumph Tiger guy, and in fact, I've owned 3 Triumph Tigers. The first 2 I absolutely loved. The last one gave me lots of problems. It was the 2020 Tiger Rally Pro. I took it all the way to the southern tip of South America. I took it all the way to the Arctic Ocean. I had problems throughout the life of that motorcycle. And in fact, it eventually died in Alaska this past summer. It couldn't be fixed for what it was worth, and I ended up selling it to somebody up there for $1,000. But it really gave me a sour taste for Triumphs, and I've decided to go in a different direction. So I'm about to reveal my new motorcycle, but before I do, let me just tell you a little bit more about my decision-making process and why I decided to go with this motorcycle. First off, the way I'm going to be riding in the future is probably changing a little bit now. I'm 71 years old. I've got the body aches and pains of a 71-year-old, and what I don't want to do is be driving really difficult, challenging, high mountain pass roads with deep gravel and mud, and just it's exhausting for me. And unless I had a smaller motorcycle to do that on, which I don't, then that's just not the type of riding I want to do in the future. The type of riding I want to do in the future is going to be beautiful 2-lane scenic byways throughout the Americas, mostly North America, and that would include the US and Canada. And so for that, I want a really comfortable motorcycle that has bells and whistles that are very attractive to me, but at the same time is aggressive enough or adventure enough that if I see a Forest Service road and I want to go take a look at that mountain up there, I can do that. So no cruiser, no sport touring bike, none of that. I've decided to stay with an adventure bike, and the one I've decided to get is the BMW F900 GS Adventure. So why BMW? Well, throughout South America, I rode with several BMW riders, and on my trip up to Alaska, the same BMW riders I rode with again, and those bikes performed flawlessly. There were no mechanical issues with them. They handled all the terrain that we threw at them. Their riders, their owners loved those motorcycles, and I decided, you know what, I might as well join them. And I also want to say this, I paid the same amount for this motorcycle as I did for the Tiger Rally Pro, also a 900, 4 years ago. The exact same price, and in my opinion, this is a far superior motorcycle. All right, so let's talk about what it is that I like about the motorcycle. As I've already mentioned, I love the price. This bike is the exact same amount of money I spent for the Tiger Rally Pro 4 years ago, and I think this is a far superior bike. Second thing I like about this motorcycle is its looks. It's a beautiful looking motorcycle. And I like a pretty motorcycle, right? Who doesn't? So I think she's just a beauty. So that's the second thing I like about it. The third thing I like about this motorcycle is how easy it is to ride. I recently rode a 1250 GS from Portland, Oregon down to Long Beach, California, and I couldn't believe how easy it was to just flick that bike around. It was like I was riding a 600cc motorcycle, not a 1250. This 900 is exactly the same way. It handles so beautifully. The Tiger was always a bit of a lug to move around, and this one is just incredibly agile, and I really like that feature about these BMWs. Number 4, and I alluded to this a little earlier, is what I really like about this motorcycle is the creature comforts. Now, I had some of these on the Tiger Rally Pro as well, so it has heated grips, it has cruise control, it has shift assist, what Tiger or Triumph called shift assist. I don't remember exactly what BMW calls it, but you don't have to use the clutch to shift up and down, and it's really easy to use. This one is way smoother and way better than what Triumph did. It has a tire pressure monitoring system, so it alerts me as to what's going on with the tires, if I need to put air in or not. And it has an electronic suspension adjustment. And that's right here on the bike, electronic suspension. And then this is the unit here that adjusts that for you. So There's some creature comforts with this motorcycle that I absolutely love. Another thing that I really like about the BMW is their warranty. They give you a 3-year warranty on this motorcycle. Tiger, Triumph, 1 year. This one, 3 years. That's outstanding. And you can buy an extended warranty as well. I didn't do that yet, but you can buy it at any time, so I don't need to make that decision right now. And the last thing I like about this motorcycle are the electronics. Now, the purists will say those are going to be the first thing that fails, but I do want to walk you through these electronics because I think they're just simply outstanding, and they work so much better than the Triumph Tiger did. All right, another thing I like about this, about the BMW is they have a BMW app, and I don't know how well you can see it here. It's a little bit blurry on my phone, but it's called Make Life a Ride, and it's this app right here in the top left corner on my phone. If I click on that, and what this does is it connects to the bike, so it gives you weather, rides, the rides you've done, your next service intervals, experience hub, connectivity hub. So if you want to connect your phone, or you want to connect your helmet or whatever it may be. And speaking of that, so BMW had a promotion, and so when you bought a motorcycle from them, they gave you 2 connected ride comm units. These are done by Sena. It's the 50S mesh technology from Sena. They're BMW branded, and I've got one on my helmet right now. Plus, I got an extra one that I'll put on my wife's helmet. So it's a really nice deal. But so here we are. We've got all of these different options in the app itself. And if I want to do navigation, I simply go to the map function here. And let's say I want to, I got to put in an address. Let's put in Pender Island. Oh, there's Murray Vasilev. Okay, so that's one of my friends, or it's my wife's cousin actually, so we're going to hit go on that, and what this is going to do is it's going to show up on my nav screen here. As you can see right now, it's telling me where to go and where to start. It just automatically connects. This is something that Triumph did not do a very good job of. They really did not do a very good job with this. It would never connect. So there's the navigation portion of that. In addition, so we'll get out of here. In addition to navigation, you've got my vehicle, and under my vehicle, there's all sorts of information. You've got your tire pressures, service intervals, the amount of kilometers you've got on the motorcycle, etc. Then the navigation. Because I now have my Sena on my helmet connected, I now can listen to media, I can take telephone calls, and then of course there's the settings function, and with that you've got connection, system settings, vehicle settings, all of that, and it all works seamlessly. This is one of the biggest complaints I had with Triumph. They had an electronic package as well, but it didn't work very well. I could never get my phone connected, my GoPro wouldn't connect. I'd take it into the dealer and they go, oh, it works fine. It never would connect for me. This was a piece of cake. One more word about navigation. They do have this navigation dock here if you wanted to get the BMW Navigator, but there's a number of other options out there. Dedicated GPS units like Garmin. There's also these little, they're not really iPads, but they're pads that you can get. And I'm taking a look at one of those right now because it would be nice to have the actual map up there instead of just the turn-by-turn directions, which is what you get with the regular navigation system here. So anyway, this is my new motorcycle. This is my beautiful BMW F900 GS. By the way, GS Adventure, so it's got the bigger tank. One other thing I'll just show you here real quickly is I had these Moscow Moto bags on my last motorcycle. We'll pull that off right now. But the problem is with these Moscow Moto bags, they have this bracket here that you put your bags on, but looking at the muffler, you can see that the rack comes down at an angle like this, and that would never work. You can buy an adapter from Moscow Moto. It's very expensive to get up to Canada here. It's like $275, and plus freight, plus duty, plus GST and PST and all the rest of that stuff. And so I had a guy here on the island. He's a great welder. He created these little brackets for me, and it's just solid as can be. He also put this top case plate on for me, and he attached my tool roll here on the back. So that's it, folks. I have decided to join the BMW crowd. I'm absolutely thrilled with this motorcycle. Haven't had an opportunity to ride it too much. You know, we live here on Pender Island, and as you can see, there goes a ferry in the background. See it out there? As you can see, the weather is a little dreary here. It rains a lot. You know, I ride in the rain all the time, but I don't purposely go out and try to ride in the rain. If I happen to get caught in it, I've got rain gear and I can go from there. Anyway, my new motorcycle, BMW F900 GS Adventure, and we will be doing some videos of travel on this motorcycle. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next ride. Ciao.